Hi everybody, welcome to the Fire Up with CJ show. Today we have Robin Fritz and we are talking about space clearing and how it's important to actually clear out your space in order for you to have success in your business, your personal life, and how the space that you operate is equally important to all the other things that you pursue. Is that a good summary? Welcome, Robin.
Hi, thank you. Yes, it is.
So let's talk about my space.
Okay.
I'm in the bedroom. We're not sleeping well recently, and so I never contemplated that perhaps there's something about the space that needs to be cleared in our bedroom or otherwise in our house.
Right. Okay, so the difference between what I do and what somebody else who would clear your space would do is that I will actually go in and talk with the space itself.
Okay.
What other people do is go in and say, oh, you need the space cleared, and they'll do a ritual and they'll use incense and they'll use whatever it takes to force a change on the space. So that's why we call our method space cooperating. We're cooperating with the space. So in a situation like yours, one thing that I tell people is to regularly see to the energies of their space, just like you dust and vacuum. So one thing to keep in mind with a home is that our homes are created to protect us, okay, to make us have a safe space where we can be relaxed and refreshed. And what your home is telling me now is that it feels like it failed in its job of protecting you because you became ill. So what I'm saying back to it is, no, this is what happens with people. You apparently have not had many instances of being unwell together.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like, oh my gosh, this happened and I've done something wrong that they're both sick at the same time. And I'm going like, no, that's not true. So one thing that I would encourage you to do is to actually sit in, be with the space and say, no, this happens to humans. And I'm saying it to them too, and my partner Fallon is joining in the conversation, is that we create relationships does not mean that everything goes well all the time. Things happen. And there's nothing that you did to disassociate from your house. It's something that happened to your body. So what it needs to hear from you is that you still count on it to support and nourish you.
Right. I haven't lost faith on you, house.
There you
I
go.
know, I believe and have faith that you can support and nourish me as you have done many, many years in this house.
And that will go a long way to helping with that. And in terms of how you feel and connecting with that, because most humans need a concrete way to show that, is if you have, and this is why a lot of people or shamanic practitioners use incense.
Right.
I like anything from lavender to Palo Santo, and I would definitely urge you to get some sea salt and just put it in a little bowl beside your bed, and or even fill it with water and let it help and invite it to absorb the tension from being ill. And humans tend to feel too that there's something wrong with us because we're ill, instead of this happened and we're going to get past it. And create a little ritual for yourself that makes you connect with the house and say, thank you for protecting me and for nourishing me while I was ill. This is not your fault. How can we grow together in this? And light something or even bring something into your house. Really likes blue. Likes the color blue. So bring something blue into, even if you get some ribbons or some blue flowers or something in your bedroom that makes you feel that this color is something that honors what the house is trying to convey to you on an internal level. And then use an incense that you like, and just so what it does is when we go into a place and we use the incense, there are vibrational properties of the incense. But the other thing it does is it gets the house's attention. It's like, oh my gosh, they're paying attention to me enough to have a ceremony.
Oh, sweet.
So that it really does affect them. And then I have a bell. I don't know if you can see this.
I can.
A little Tibetan singing bowl. And you can take something like this and ring it in a space. And when you get used to yours, you'll notice that the vibrations actually change. The tone will be very clear. That's a concrete way for us humans to understand that the space itself has adjusted.
Interesting.
So you just do those kinds of things for your space, and that will feel better. There are times that one of the things that we do in the workshop that we teach here at East West, and the ones that I'm teaching around the area, is to teach people how to do some of these things by themselves. Mm-hmm. And then there are times when you want to call in somebody else, an outside professional, to be the objective third party.
Right. It's a lovely piece of work because you never think about, if everything is energy, of course the room would have energy and has the same kind of mind, body, spirit associated with that energy and needs to be helped. Not necessarily I'm just going to smudge and ding, bing, bing and go away, right? Versus having a dialogue with it. I like that a lot better. It's nice. It's more.
It is. And, I like to laugh and to relate it on a personal level, but we all have souls. Everything has a soul. But that also means that they have jobs to do, and they have things that they like and dislike or don't feel comfortable about. They have responsibilities, but I always say everything has an attitude.
Yeah.
So find out what its attitude is and how you can accommodate that. So if you were buying a house, you would ask me to look at 2 or 3 properties and find out what is the house's name, what is its personality, what does it like, what does it not like. I had a client that I said, well, your house likes yellow. And she said, that's a one color I absolutely do not like, and yet when I first went out to buy something for the house, I came home with yellow pillows. So people really are in tune to their place.
Yeah, I love that.
So what somebody like me can do is help you go okay, this may be a good place for a family, and this may not be based on what its interests and needs are. And if we start aligning ourselves to find the best matches for ourselves, we're also helping the space around us to find their best matches.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautiful. That was a perfect demonstration of your space clearing. Thank you so much.